The Clean Air Act requires that air quality standards be established to protect public health with a reasonable margin of safety, and there has to be a scientific review of the health effects data. And CASAC is the body that aids EPA in this review. It's my personal feeling that EPA policymakers should accept CASAC's judgment on what the scientific evidence shows. Now, what gets set as a standard has to, consider technical feasibility. Economic costs are not supposed to be considered, but technical feasibility can be considered. There are policy judgments about how tough you want to make things, but I don't think you should say the science is uncertain when it really isn't. And individuals with asthma represent a sensitive subgroup, so really ozone, NO2, and SO2, the new standards have all been driven by trying to prevent asthma exacerbations. And many people, especially those that are going to have to bear the cost of control strategies, say, we're going to have to spend a lot of money to protect a few people from getting asthma attacks, and that's I think true to a large extent. So there's a balancing act between protecting the health of sensitive subgroups and overall cost to society. But as I think Tim brought out yesterday in his really elegant presentation, that there are a lot of costs to taking care of asthmatics and people with heart disease when they show up in emergency rooms and get admitted to the hospital. And actually Tim's data was just for the hospitalization and ED visit. It wasn't for the lost work days, the decreased productivity, the parents that have to stay home and take care of their kids, the school that's missed, et cetera. So it's a tough balancing act, but I think I'd like to end with a comment that Terry made earlier today, that when the cost effectiveness of the EPA PM rule the EPA standard was looked at, it actually was thought to be the most cost effective regulation that the government has put forward. So I'll stop there, and hopefully there's time for questions.